Fnatic were the undisputed best team in Europe last year, but they are rapidly falling from grace. There's a 0-4 record to start the split. The alarm bells are well and truly ringing.
For Zen, they're going to look for the engage. Immediately Bane is popping the open. That's a huge 80 steroid. That's going to be a massive difference maker. Hylissang, though, trying to lock it down, trying to keep them both stunned up, and now Reckless wants to fire back. Kiki running for his life. The flash out. Wadid's going to body block, but he's all but set to fall. That's going to be a kill over to Reckless as the final auto finds the cow. Mission impossible escape. Nemesis has no mana, but still, they are desperate to keep this fight going. Is he going to get pulled back? Yes, Prophet. He smells blood in the water. He wants to take down the Syndra. Kikis is moving forward too. Blippo trying to stop them from getting anything there. Is the ulti. Blippo now going to turn it. He's going to take this lane right back in his favor. Prophet trying to play this one well. Hits the first strike. Hits no. Blippo. Beautiful disdain. Who's going to get it? He takes them down. Absolutely outplayed with the Orgot knockup. Scatter the weak and the Black Shield. 2 cooldowns. You have to keep your eye on. They're going to be crucial to stop any kind of engage, or they can just immediately pick off Kikis. Well played here. Pulled right back in by Blippo. Now the knockup comes in, but the fear is coming out as well. Prophet trying to find some damage over the backline, leaping in onto Nemesis. Pulled back. Ulti already been consumed. Rogue now on the retreat. Zac leaping in once again. Prophet running for his life to try to save his team, but Fnatic just clean up the fight. Frost going, this could be the last dance. Prophet finding a good engage. Reckless locked up. Wadid buying a little bit more time, but he's just instantly deleted. Proxy bringing multiple members back. Prophet trying to find anything. Zec comes in the middle of the team, but he's just going to get taken out. Triple for Reckless. He wants a little bit more. Can he get anything else in the exchange? The Quadra. I cannot believe it. The pentakill for Reckless. He is back, ladies and gentlemen, taking down Rogue. A good way to get him started in this season.
And finally, we have some momentum back in Fnatic. The fact that it's Reckless as the hard carry, the pentakill to top it off, and they're finally on the board.
Fnatic taking down.
There's a one on the board, so that's a huge momentum. So up or down? Okay, we go down, and what do we shout? Fighting. 3, 2, 1, fighting! We haven't done that one in a while. Reckless, did you get a penta? Yeah. Oh, you got a penta? Yeah. I didn't know. Guys, there's never a good moment to say this. We're scrimming on Sunday. 2 hours. And I think it's better to say after a win
Again?
than after a loss. Again. Surprise. Wait, my boss. Surprise me. Right?
Honestly, I thought I would be happier when we got our first win. I thought that it would mean more for me. Maybe it would mean that, we're back for real, or that everything that happened in these past 2 weeks was just a fluke, something that wasn't supposed to happen. But I realized after today that we are not the best team anymore, and we need to actually work to get there, and we can't just assume that whatever we did last year is going to get us there. I feel like the only part that was a relief was that we actually managed to play through bot in a way, and I felt like after last week's game against Schalke I kind of owed the team one, because that one was on me, and it doesn't necessarily happen to me that I cost the team a game like that. So I really felt like I owed them one, which is why I was so happy to see that we managed to do well 2v2, so that we could actually kind of carry the team, not fully and not like everyone else is not doing anything, but in the way that we actually put pressure out on the map, and we get a 2v2 kill and I end the game with a pentakill. It just felt kind of good to show that I'm still in the run for being a good AD carry, and I haven't lost everything that I worked so hard for in the past. The fact that we actually struggle against them, or it feels at least when we're playing that if we make a mistake they might even win, doesn't necessarily push me with confidence for tomorrow's game against Misfits. I feel like we have to play better, just straight up. We have to actually, as I said before, sit down, figure out what we need to do, because if we keep playing this way and we just take wins against bad teams and lose games against the good teams, then that doesn't get us anywhere. And I'm not here to be a second place finisher, third, fourth, fifth. It doesn't matter to me. If we're second or 10th, it doesn't matter. Whatever we're doing right now is not going to be good enough in terms of winning, so I think we just need to actually get our shit together, and figure out what it is that is not working, so that we can come into playoffs in a couple of weeks and just be ready for whichever team is there for us.
Maxor's in the midst of the fight. Hylissang now going golden as they're going to back on. Unstoppable. Vevin coming in, looking for the cleanup duty. Can he find it in the midst of this team? Landing it, but no one has died yet. The chain's right there. Finds the kill. The ignite goes down on Reckless, but now they have to retreat because Nemesis is looking for a little bit of cleanup. But that's the clone. That's the wrong target. And the snipe from Soaz. It's like it is too little too late. Maybe one more desperation play. Fnatic have come back in catastrophic situations. Brock's trying to find the opportunity here. Hits Hansama, connects to Fevivin. Now trying to pull him back. Brings Hansama back under the tower. That could be disastrous. Hansama gonna get taken down. Brock's with the key engaged to get this kicked off. Soaz and Fevivin still alive. Have to give them respect. Gorilla gonna be next on the menu. Fnatic buying themselves some time. Reckless now pulling back, and it's a long, slow goodbye for Fnatic as Misfits are going to take down Fnatic in our match of the day, killing Reckless in his own fountain to close it out.
The thing is, every time we try to get scuttles level 2, we fuck up. So the first step to actually fixing all this and being actually on the map and in
that's why I feel more close to farming for late than playing aggressive, because we always fuck up the aggressive moments.
Yeah, we fuck up level 2, but the thing is, tomorrow, Joey will talk about it, but we have a plan where we're actually going to practice only this portion of the game, because CBA is just playing games where the first 5 minutes dictate if you're actually holding for 20 minutes before losing or winning, you know?
It's hard to imagine yourself winning the split with how badly we've played so far, but I see us going to playoff, and I see us beating most of these teams, so with the time we have ahead, maybe that's enough to actually figure out what we need to be the winners, and then yeah, definitely there's hope. But until then, I feel like it's hard to just, you know, imagine yourself beating a team like G2 or a team like Misfits, because they are actually playing really well, and they're not getting these wins by doing something random or the other team doing mistakes. They're actually properly executing, you know, plays and team compositions, and that's kind of where I want us to be. So if we can make that work in this time that is coming up now, and then challenge in the playoffs, that's okay with me. We don't need to finish first or second in regular season. I would like to, but it's okay if we don't. But making playoffs, you know, if we don't make playoffs, like that has happened once in my career before, and I had a very hard time getting out of it. So I don't want it to happen again. I actually want to go to playoffs and give it a chance, you know. And if we lose to G2 because they're a better team, or to Misfits because they're a better team, or to Schalke because they're a better team, so be it. But at least then, you know, we give it a chance, because right now it feels like we're not even giving it a chance, and we're just, you know, getting smashed on stage, and that's not what Fnatic is, you know. We're supposed to be the winners.
I think we can work on this, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to tomorrow when we actually try to do stuff in the early game. It's really going to be fun.
We'll do a few things differently this week. Try to innovate a bit in coaching as well, mostly in coaching. We're going to be innovative, and tomorrow we start with scrims against academy team.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work for us, but it's going to be really good for the guys. Before the actual season began, we were actually smashing scrims. While I was not very happy with the early game we had, we would always come back in the games, and we would win like 85% of the games. So when we got to LEC and we fell behind, some flaws became really apparent, and people would now throw the game back in our favor because they would play a bit more careful. So we did not actually get to climb back in the games, even though we have really insane players. For the past week, we've been trying to muscle up on the early game part. I think we've actually done it. I think it hasn't shown on stage.
Every single game we played on stage, we've gotten destroyed in the early game. Our philosophy is that if we can actually manage to make the early game better and at the very least go even rather than always falling behind, then we should have a higher chance of starting to win some games.
Because we didn't hold the line in our games that we lost, we're just going to repeat this goal. This is very important. I believe that if we have a 2 or 3k gold lead on stage, we'll win the game. We'll win it clean, we'll coordinate reset, super tempo, we know when to Baron, when to Baron, when not to Baron. So, but on stage, we're not good enough yet at holding the line and knowing when to actually maybe let the opponent break it. So you guys get a point for every time you hold the line. And we don't break it ourselves, but our opponent is forced to break it. And we're going to do some individual goals. People, you have the easiest one, so you're going to get one more point requirement to reach your goal. If you reach your goal 2 out of 4 days, I'm taking another chore from you.
We have a point system with the team, so when they actually achieve what we ask for them, so what happens is we just take on the chores of people, which is very, very small stuff like getting the garbage out or emptying the dishwasher, so it's really easy. And what I really want from my team is not for them to be really good at emptying the dishwasher and stuff. I just want them to play good League of Legends, so when we give them goals, which to me, if they actually achieve it, means they're good at League of Legends. I'm completely fine with tackling the the dirty work.
Wait, when you ult with Jax, you get full passive?
No. So how it works, if Sylas steals Jax's ult, every 3 basics he does gonk.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
It has great duration, no?
Yeah, but I mean, everything gets, like, for example, when I steal Draven's ult, I have AP ratio on Draven.
Yeah, I know that.
This is how it works, so it doesn't matter. Okay, it does have AP ratio, yeah. But that's like, for example, you can do so much stupid shit with the champion actually, like he's so broken. In the same vein, it feels so hard to use. Like when I'm playing Gragas, it's so much easier to, like, you know, you're playing Gragas, you know, you've been using the ult the whole game, right? Like you've been practicing your 3-pointers, right? And then you play Sylas, you know, and it's like, oh, I have a Gragas ult. It feels fucking hard to use, man. Like you're not in the champion, right? Like, you're not in the zone on the champion. Like, it's completely different. Like with Kennen as well, you know, you don't have that killer instinct of, now I go, you know, no, it's just fucking Sylas, you know, like, you know, or half the time they expire because people just run away from
So I'm Sophie, I'm a 27-year-old student living in Berlin. Last year I think I missed like 2 or 3 game days in total. It wasn't just only about the game, but also about the way they interacted with fans. They took the time and never gave the impression that we as fans bothered them at the fan meets after the games. Seeing them succeed, I was like, it's making me proud in a way to see their hard work pays off, that they come together as a team, that they improve together. Yeah, for this split, we didn't start that well, so it's like always like, give your all cheering on and just give positive vibes, then give them the impression that you're not approved with them.
Definitely helps to hear that people are still supporting even through the hard times, and even though we're inting on stage, they're just like, you know, like they don't, like, I expected actually a lot of them being harsh and stuff to like go and support G2 instead, but they're like still supportive and sticking with us even through the hard times, and that's really important, and I really appreciate it.
If I were to read social media after every game that we were losing, then I would probably lose my shit, so I kind of just let it out to be. And then now that I started streaming, I was kind of worried at first that people would just go way too ham at me, but so far it's been really good and everyone's really supportive, so it's pretty nice, you know, to still have like a positive atmosphere to live in, even if things aren't going well, and that is mostly from the fans.
Even if they lose, it's like we're there for them. Like the real fans, they are gonna stay with them.
Without fans, I wouldn't be able to do this, so fans are the most important thing. When I go on stage, I don't really care, since I have to focus on myself. So I shut everything down, but when I go to social media, I actually read every message I get, even if I don't reply.
At times I've been really scared of a lot of negative feedback coming, but in the end, you know, all fans are just out there trying to cheer me up and support me. Just generally knowing that there are so many fans out there caring about us and supporting us, and you know, that are really as much a part of Fnatic as the rest of us are, as us players are.
We are trying our hardest, even though it might not look like it, and if by any means we can figure this out in time, that would obviously be awesome, because it would be a shame if we waste an entire split trying to figure things out. But at the same time, I know from experience that it takes a lot of time to gel together, to get like with your new team. And even though we only changed 1 member, we're still a new team with a new playstyle, so it's probably going to take some time to get going fully, just as how we did with the old roster in 2017. Like, it almost took us more than a year, you know, to figure out what we really need to do. So I think something similar might happen this time around, and if that's the case, then obviously that's a shame, but I still think that's better than, you know, dropping the ball here and now already and giving up on the situation, because I want to win Worlds, you know, and I want to win more titles, so giving up is not really something that's struck my mind yet.
And I want to see how XL keep the gold even in this mid-game and then make fights happen. Going in with the invade. Lots of damage going out to Nemesis. That's first blood. Charm lands onto XL as well. He's trying to jump away, uses the flash. Kasing steals away the ultimate. XL gets jumped on in the mid lane by Broxer. Great Sonic Wave from him, lands straight onto XL. That's an easy enough kill. Good stuff from Fnatic, and Whippo actually managed to escape in the top lane as well. Kasing and Jessica have to worry about the fact that Nemesis is just going to get knocked up over the wall, and the chase is on. Fear Beyond Death will not connect, but there's a lot of damage down as Kasing. Jessica jumping around. Great stuff from him to escape. Kasing gets away as well, but the red smite
says not today. Fnatic didn't want the Rift, they just wanted the kill.
Better team fighters than what I've seen from Excel.
If we get to 4 items apiece, who scares? Oh my god. Exile's dead. Reckless flashes forward for it. Exile actually almost gets away, but Reckless gets the kill. That was great reactions from Hylissang.
And this question is this dominant victory over Excel enough for Fnatic fans to get excited about this team, enough for us to forgive them of their previous sins in earlier weeks, because they looked pretty hot today.
They definitely did. Boxer gets the kick away. Just trying to get the final fights off. The Nexus goes down. Fnatic with their second win as they fell Excel here in week 4. And I'm not excited yet, boss.
Did you know he's left-handed?
What?
Did you know he's left-handed?
No, I didn't know.
Crazy.
Yeah, we went to Korea.
Yeah, but I saw you had the capstone on screen, right?
Yeah,
It's a broken heart?
Yeah, we have it today.
Yeah. So here I am. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. So happy.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, so today we are having a meetup with Nguyen. He's a popular German streamer and he has a huge following. And after the meetup, we are gonna watch the match G2 against Fnatic. And yes, I hope Fnatic will win, of course. So I'm a little bit nervous because they have a really rough time, and I think it doesn't really matter because I still hope that they can do it, and I believe in them.
Wenn man das so sieht, dann ist es immer im Fernsehen, also so, wenn man es auf Twitch sieht, ganz anders als hier. Das ist echt schön.
Danke.
He's going to get stunned up. He's got no flash available. There's an engage in the top lane. It is Broxer. Look at the knockup. Wonders flash doesn't carry far enough. And it is very clear who Berlin is cheering for. And here comes Broxer. This is the engage from Nemesis. Sonic Wave connects. Dragon Rage for the kick. Listen to that crowd. Fnatic faithful are here in spades.
G2 can smell it, blood in the water. They are charging and forcing this.
Fnatic got dead in the water as G2 Esports have repeatedly killed them. The fastest win of spring. G2 destroy Fnatic.
Well, I would say that to keep belief in Fnatic, keep believing, because we come from Worlds final and we expected a lot more as well. But things has changed and we're still trying to figure it out, what we need to do in the game and outside the game, and like generally how to play, and we start from the basics again, and we are trying to improve as much as we can. And probably the first split will be rough, but we need to find the identity of the team, and then we can keep going and make the fans happy again.
Hello guys, I'm Theo and I'm a Fnatic fan, and right now I want to show my support towards the players because I feel like it can help them to perform better, and yeah, just the fact to see them perform makes me happy every day. So I really hope that you guys can bounce back from this hard time, and yeah, just like be confident and we will always be behind you.
Hi guys, I just wanted to say that I support you no matter what from the Netherlands, and most important, don't lose hope, don't give up.
We know that you will fight your way back to the top, you will bounce back, and that you're going to be the best Fnatic that you've ever been.
We're fans and we're Fnatic. Not because of your success which you have proven last year at Worlds, but because we love you as a team as individuals, and as an organization.
From Indonesia. I really want to say I support you guys from here.
Yo, we out here from Australia. You got this, Fnatic. Even though you lost caps, you're still world finalists. You're gonna pull it back at the end of the year. Always Fnatic!
Always Fnatic.
Always Fnatic.
Always Fnatic.
Always Fnatic.